future of governance in DeFi, what type of liquidity as well we're going to see happening, which type of market making. And Ali, I think you're guessing that I'm leading this one to you now, because obviously I was reading a little bit more about your project, and obviously this idea of liquidity, and if it's only the big whales that are making the liquidity, then are we not reproducing in a certain way in a DeFi world the flaws of the CeFi world? So I think you have a couple
So first of all, liquidity pools and AMMs are a major step in the growth of this ecosystem. The popularity of AMMs and the swift adoption that we've seen, it's a note to the potential DeFi really carries. Uniswap doing more volume than Coinbase, over a span of a few months, it's amazing the growth that we witnessed. But they're a good first step, and then they have their own limitations when it comes to AMM specifically. There's losses due to arbitrage. There's impermanent losses, which is just a fancy way of saying doing bad trades, because it's an AMM and it's a very simplistic approach towards market making.
You think that AI will be able to do better trades, right?
Absolutely, yeah. That's what I think would happen, and that's one of the things that I'm very excited about, and working with Singularity Net on that front. So yeah, when it comes to liquidity and centralized exchanges or CeFi and DeFi, what's essentially changed right now is the source of the liquidity is still huge whales, and what really has changed if instead of banks or centralized exchanges having huge chunks of the liquidity, and now it's being managed by a bunch of whales. So it just doesn't fit well with the ethos of decentralization, in my opinion. So
but can I know that I remember that meme where it was like decentralize everything, and there was like every aspect we wanted to decentralize. Everything had to be absolutely 100% decentralized. Is market making and liquidity really is that really also where we have to go?
Right. I mean, liquidity, I think, is definitely the backbone of DeFi, because any token project that you consider, liquidity is essential for its growth or adoption in different kind of ways. So liquidity is essential and very crucial and critical towards the growth of any kind of this ecosystem. And the source of that liquidity, I believe, is crucial as well. And that's why I think that so even when it comes to AMMs, it came from the idea of liquidity mining that I believe Hummingbot came up with for the first time. And so liquidity mining is this idea that you provide liquidity in the form by making markets, for instance, putting buy orders and sell orders in an order book, and you start earning a certain amount of reward for providing this liquidity, for risking your capital in that. And that's how the idea of liquidity mining came up. And then things just blew up with AMMs and farming tokens, and you see these food coins, sushi, and a billion other ones. And so things really picked up, but they've died down now because they're not sustainable. There's impermanent losses, and AI definitely, I think, would play an important role in making these market makers more intelligent. And I think that there are other approaches that can be taken that really maintain the integrity of a decentralized solution and promote this ecosystem in a more sustainable way forward.
Hopefully.